Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It's your boy Kenny Session. Coming on a little early today. I thought I'd surprise some folks and come on a little early. We've got a 2 o'clock appointment today. So I wanted to kind of come on, just kind of talk about what's going on today. It's been an incredible day already thus far. We had some great meetings this morning. And even on the other side of that, we had a great weekend this past weekend. I got a chance to get away and kind of unwind and do something other than real estate for the weekend. So that was a great thing. And I believe that my ride down, I had an opportunity to really give some thought to some very important things that are going on that are taking place in my life. And it all culminated this morning with morning prayer. At morning prayer this morning, we had a guest with us because of a great friend of mine who is going through some things. I don't know. I guess I can probably say she's going through some things in her marriage, and she wanted me to. She just wanted to give me some insight on how I dealt with a particular issue in my life and how I was to overcome it. And one of the things I don't want to get into specifically what the problem was, because I know she's a very private person, and I wouldn't want anybody to assume that I'm trying to give her business away. But as long as I can keep this thing anonymous, no one really knows the gist of it. But there was we had a great conversation this morning via a messenger, and then we invited her into our corporate prayer this morning, because we do at Session Real Estate. We have a team meeting at 8 o'clock every morning, Monday through Friday. And then during that team meeting, many times it turns into prayer, because one of the core values that we have here at Session Real Estate is that God will always come first. And when we don't know what to do, we go to God. He will always be the one that's going to put us back in where we need to be. Because I believe sometimes we get off point, we get out of God's will, or we start doing things that we think God is telling us to do, but it's maybe not what we think it is. And so we always want to go to God in prayer. At least I do I pray about everything. Not all the time, but enough where it does make a difference. And on today, I met with my staff. Well, before meeting with my staff, a friend called me, and she was asking me how do she help her loved one, who is struggling right now, and what could my loved one have done for me when I was with my significant other? What could she have done to help me get through the thing that I was struggling with? And I couldn't think of anything. It's like there was nothing that she could have done to help me at that time, with what I was going through at that time. And in fact, I think she did the best that she could under the circumstances that we were in at that time. But I don't think that there's anything that could have been done differently than what was done. Now, the road that I ended up on was not a road that I really had chosen for myself to be on. But ultimately, I got what I needed out of that experience, if you wouldn't get. So I was able to share that with her. And then as we would continue to talk, and she's like, man, what is that one thing? I said, you know what? There's only one other thing that I can think of. And there's only one other person that can solve it, that I know that can solve the problem. And I know for a fact that they can solve it. There's no question that they can solve it. And all you need to do is really just go there. And once you get there, believe. Okay, and that's God. When you get in them tights where you don't really know as a man, I can't tell you what to do or what's going to work for you or what's going to get you out of your situation, because many times we don't know what gets us out of our own situations, except that if it had not been for God, we would still be stuck in some of them places. At least myself, I would be still stuck in some of those places had it not been for God. If it had not, that I would not have known to go to God and just ask him to help me. I wouldn't have known what to do, and that's my wisdom. My motivation Monday today is I just want to motivate somebody out there who really don't know what to do. You find yourself in a tight situation and you really don't know what to do, and the only thing, and you can't call nobody on the phone. The pastor don't know. I don't know. You don't know. But there is one place, and that's God. You can't skip around that. You got to go to God for that thing. No matter what people say, no matter what information I may give you, God may have a whole different direction for you. So that's what I want to share with you guys on Motivation Monday, is just get out of your own way and go to God. I've been in trouble many times in my life. I can tell you, and I can't not remember one time that God didn't get me out of the trouble. And he said, March 1st, 2021, he said, position yourself spiritually to receive all that I have for you. For those who are living beneath your potential, it is time for you to rise up and live according to my grace and empowerment. Allow me to lift you up above what you have imagined. That which has seemed impossible to you is possible with me. Luke 18:27, but he said, the things which are impossible with men are possible with God. And that's what I was just sharing with you guys, is that anything is possible with God. You have to go to him. And when you hear from him, then you also have to believe. You have to believe that God is going to do what he said he was going to do. And because of that, that's how you get out of it, is when you believe whatever God tells you he's going to do, just believe it. Okay. You remember what he said? Whatever he tells you to do, just do it. Okay. You can't go wrong there. I could tell you the wrong thing. Your mama could tell you the wrong thing, your partner, your lover. But there's one person that will never tell you the wrong thing. And that's, you have to go to God. You got to go there for yourself. No man can go. You can't go for your kids. You got to go in there for yourself and say, God, what must I do? What do you want me to do? I mean, and then when you hear from him, just do it. Okay. And I'm talking to me. This is all up on me, because I know I get outside of myself sometimes, and and I'll be fine. So even on this weekend, I caught myself in a picture that I didn't really want to have publicized. And I was like, wow, look at that. That ain't the way I want to be seen. And I was like, wow, if you don't want to be seen that way, then don't be seen that way. And that's my word today, is, if you don't want to be seen that way, don't be that way. And because you are what you are. Okay. And you have to go to God for your answers. The pastor can't tell you. I can't tell your mama. I'm sure many of us found out that after we get of age, our parents can't tell us what to do no more, because they be wrong a lot of times. Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying today. You can't go to your partner. You got to go to God. And I had a great conversation today with one of my assistants, and man, it was so beautiful to see where people can be on the outside and be looking in and can kind of almost say, man, you almost there, man, but you just keep talking about the wrong stuff. You keep opening your mouth, and what's coming out of your mouth is contradicting what's in your heart. And you know what? You got to watch what you say. We can't never hear that too many times. You got to watch what you say, because you will have whatever you say. And I had someone very, very close to me this morning say, Kenny, when you open your mouth, we get nervous. When you feel in a certain kind of way, we all know you feel in a certain kind of way. And she was like, you just need to, we need to get on it. If you're going to believe God, basically, if you're going to believe God, then believe God and quit talking about all that crap, because the crap is doing nothing but bringing negativity on us. A lot of times we lose deals because I'm sitting there tripping on some money because I need some money. The only time I got problem with money is when I ain't got none. And when I ain't got none, trust me, I'm plotting and planning and sometimes scared to death. If I don't get this money, if I don't get what I need, it can be contracted. It can be real ugly out here. And so many times when I get in those situations, people can see me sweat sometimes. Or those that's close to me, they can say, man, we can see he's sweating today. He's tripping. And that's what my team told me today, Kenny. You got to watch that, man, because you know what? We hang on everything, your every emotion, everything is well with you, as well with us. When things are not well with you, then things are not well with us. We turn on what you're feeling. We turn on your vision. And I was like, wow, that is so deep. I mean, because, you think about those things, but, as a CEO of the company, you don't understand that you become, your team becomes what you said, the tone that you set. your team will become what you the tone that you set. So when you have a team of people that are following you, you have to make sure that you keep them keep their what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say you have to have their feelings intact too. You can't be the gloom and the doom. It's like last week I was on some gloom and doom. I was like on some stuff because we were trying to close some deals, and I needed to get this money in here because it was the first of the month. And if the first of the month rolled around and we don't close these deals, then it's gonna be horrible and blah blah. And I got close to that thing and I start tripping. I think the closer I got to it, the more I start tripping. But guess what? If it had not been for the Lord, we wouldn't have made it to the first. What's the day? Ain't today the first? Oh, we wouldn't even be here today if it had not been for the Lord to come through and be on our side. You know, because it wasn't nothing I did, but praise be to God that we are one of his children. Even when we make mistakes, we can go to him and ask for forgiveness. He said he's faithful and just to forgive us. And I had to go up in that thing this morning and ask for forgiveness, not because of what I did, because, you know, I guess I've been hiding behind some things that I really don't want people to see. And then somebody saw it and it was like, wait a minute, that ain't what I wanted you to see. So what God said is that you got to eliminate it totally. If you really ain't about it, you're ashamed of it, why you do it? Cut it out. You need to just cut that out your life. And I just said, okay, Lord, ain't the first time I cut it out. The biggest problem is I didn't leave it out. Okay, because we cut things out and then we invite it back in and we keep playing with it. And then before you know it, you be full bore again. So, you know, that's my motivation Monday, be motivated today. If you got a problem, don't call your partner, your best friend, your mama, nor your daddy. Call God. But when you call God, really be listening to what he gonna tell you. Because I got mine this morning and I did not know it was gonna come like that. But it blessed me this morning, and I am on fire again. We've got things popping again, and see, because when I start dragging, everything start dragging. And I will admit, last week I was dragging, and this week I'm great. It says, position yourself spiritually to receive that all that I have for you. For those who are living beneath your potential, it is time for you to rise up and live according to my grace and my empowerment. Allow me to lift you up above what you have imagined. That which has seemed impossible to you is possible with me. Luke 18:27, he said, but he said the things which are impossible with men are possible with God. You know, I'm working on some impossibles right now that I know that only become possible because of who my Father is. And I just want to share that with y'all to get your life right. You know, and dream big, because he said your imagination, he said that that which seems impossible to you will become possible. How do you even know it's impossible? Let you dream it. If you can dream something, he said it's possible. If you can see it, it becomes possible. If you can ask God to lead you there, it's possible. So even the impossible, we're on a 10x journey this year. Like, I don't know if I shared this with before I get out of here. This is my last little part. We're on a 10x journey this year. And what that means is I read this book by Grant Cardone. Many of you guys may have heard of the book. It's called 10x. And what 10x does is it takes your vision and it puts it on 10x. It puts it on steroids. It's like, you know what, if you're going to do anything, you need to go at it 10 times harder than what you would go at it under normal circumstances to reach the goal. And so 10x is impossible with men. It's hard to make your business grow 10 times bigger than what it was last year. That's what 10x is. Making my company be bigger, 10 times bigger this year than we were last year. That we create 10 times as much revenue this year as we did last year. So with men, that seems impossible. It has to be impossible because, we've done all that we can do and we are only where we are. So how can we take where we are right now and multiply that by 10 and get there? With God, it's possible. That's what he's telling me. We're on this 10x vision that we set a goal 10 times bigger than what I've ever seen in my life. Well, I won't say ever seen in my life because I've been there before, but we're 10 times beyond where we are. Can I get that into y'all in real numbers? Y'all ready for the truth? Well, last year I helped 20 families get into homes by myself. Yeah, that's all. I know it seemed like it was thousands. It felt like thousands to me too, but the real number, y'all, was 20. That's what we closed in last year. And to do 10x, that means we would have to go from 20 to 200 in 1 year. And so, as we were setting up our goal for the year, talking to my coaches and all the stuff, I told them, what is our goal? Our goal last year was to help 100 families. We came out with 20. Okay, this year, the year before that, our goal was to do 100. I think we came out with 32. So we were 12 off last year where we were the year before. So we came up this year and I was like, our goal is 100. So I got my coaches on and they were looking at my business plan. They were looking at my goals and he came on. He basically wanted to tear it up and said, man, you tripping. He said, you know what? You are definitely good for 200. I said, man, I know I'm good for 200, but it's like, you know what? We didn't even get to 100. He said, man, you got to run through the finish line. Don't run to the finish line. You got to run through it. You got to go harder than you do. It's got to look impossible because when it looks impossible for real and it come together, Lord have mercy. We talking about blessings upon blessings upon blessings. So that's where we're at today. We're going 10x on this year. Our goal is to help 200 families get into homes. I don't know how we're going to get there, but the one thing I do know with God, all things are possible. He said that he would position yourself spiritually to receive all that he has for me. And he said spiritually, and I've got some issues that I'm still dealing with in my that really are separating me from God to some extent where I'm not getting that clean connection. And I'm working on it, y'all. For those who are living beneath your potential, it's time to rise up above and live according to my grace and my power. Allow me to lift you up above what you can even imagine. If you could just think about it. He said he would give you more than you could imagine. He said you cannot dream a thing. He said he would give you beyond what your wildest dreams are if you would just believe. And see, that's what happens. It's like you just don't believe it. I believe 20. I believe 10x is possible. But it ain't possible through just me. I know I can't do it. I don't even know how to get there. But with God, it becomes possible. 10x, y'all. Say 10x. Say 10 times. You don't get there just by saying it. You got to believe that thing. And see, that's what my other is. You got to believe God because belief is the whole thing. My team told me that this one said, Ken, you believe, but then you say something totally different than what you believe. And then you become like you questioning your own beliefs because out of your belief, out of the abundance of the heart, your mouth gonna speak. And if you ain't speaking abundance out of your mouth, then guess what? You speaking something. Ooh, that was good right there. Wasn't it? Out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaks. And I know I was speaking some things that weren't speaking things, positive things, claiming what I believe is mine, leaving some things out there in the balance that I've been asking God, what, why? And he showed me today. He said, because you ain't went all hunted out. You ain't went all out. You didn't go all out, man. You standing so busy looking over here that you forgot what you got right here. Now practice. That was what he told me. Quit practice. You got what you got right here is enough. And you got to make sure they know it's enough. You got enough right here. You don't have to look over there because that ain't gonna play right here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got this morning. You got everything I need has already been given to me. Everything that I need is right here at my fingertips. Even the thing that I want the most. The thing that I want the most in my life right now is right there at the fingertips. And what are we gonna do to get there? Get to like laser focus on it. And laser, I cut out everything and anything that don't look like that. And just get totally in agreement and make a place for it. I gotta go clean the closet out and make a place for it to be. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go clean everything out to set up shop for it like it's coming in the moment. If you had a new couch that they was getting ready to deliver to your house tomorrow, you would go clean out all the stuff. And they would bring that couch in and set it right there where you want. But guess what? If that old couch is sitting there, they can't get no new couch in there. Now it's looking all cluttered and looks all nasty. Ooh, that's good right there. You got to clean out your closet. I got to go clean out my closet, y'all, because there's some stuff in the wrong spot. I know that the closet's getting ready to get full, and I got my stuff in the way. I need to go make room in the closet. That's what I'm talking about. That's where belief is. Position yourself like it already was. Call those things what you're not, like they already are, because they are. We're going to do 200. We're going to do 20X on them. We're going to do 10X. We're going to have 200 families. And I'm about to put my foot on the gas. I've been telling people all year, man, we've been riding around for the first part of 2021 with my foot on the brake. Okay, and my staff was like, well, Kenny, how we going? I say, look, I'm telling you, our foot is on the brake. Okay, we on the brake. We're doing all these deals right now, but we got our foot on the brake. But wait until I take my foot just a little bit off the brake and just give it a little gas, man, this thing could blow up. And don't even think about it. If I put my foot to the floor, if I gunned it, man, we could take over all of it. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, how do I get it all? I can't just go after some of it. You can't eat half the sandwich. You got to eat the whole thing. If you want it, go get it all. That's what we're thinking about. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for supporting our Motivation Monday. I'm about to go look at it because I motivate myself. If I didn't motivate you, it's cool because I motivated me. I'm going to go preach to the choir right now because I know what I'm talking is real, because God, I ain't got here by accident. God brought me here from nowhere, okay? And I left myself out there for a while, and then I came to my senses, and I came on home because there ain't nothing out there outside of God. And I know I be tripping sometimes. We all do. You know, we all be tripping, but there ain't nothing out there outside of God. I mean, I had already done all that stuff, and it did not appeal to me. It didn't give me what I needed. Isn't that it? I need that it in my life. That it. And when that it is there, then you don't have to look no further for nothing else, because it is here. Y'all, thank y'all for checking out. Y'all share this word. I know it might resonate with y'all later. I'm about to go check it out because I need to hear what I just said, because I need to put that in my spirit. Because how can you win unless you think about winning? How you going to win unless you be a winner? How you going to dream unless you a dreamer? How you going to get something bigger unless you dream bigger? I dare you to dream bigger, because inside of those dreams is everything that you want. You can live inside the dream. God did not give you the ability to dream without also giving you the means to accomplish what you dream. So dream big. My dream just got quadrupled because I believe God is getting ready to do something. And if you don't believe it, I dare you to get in his way. Peace.